What if I told you the real difference between the rich and the poor isn't luck, talent, or even intelligence, but how they see time? Most people live as if time is infinite. They trade it for small comforts, temporary pleasures, and endless distractions, believing they'll always have more tomorrow. But the wealthy, they see time as life itself, the most valuable, non-renewable currency that can never be earned back once it's spent. They don't ask, how much does this cost? They ask, how much of my life will this cost me? Because the rich understand one truth most people ignore: time isn't money. Time is everything. Welcome to Grow Richer Inside Out, the channel where we explore how mindset shapes wealth, success, and the life you truly deserve. If you're ready to master not just how to make money, but how to think, act, and live like someone who creates it, subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us every week for powerful lessons on growth, discipline, and inner wealth. 1. Time, the ultimate equalizer. Every person on this planet, rich or poor, powerful or unknown, wakes up with the same 24 hours. Yet within those same hours, some build empires, create legacies, and change lives, while others barely survive, running in circles, exhausted but stagnant. So what makes the difference? It's not the hours themselves, it's the meaning behind them. The rich don't just spend time, they invest it. They treat every minute as an asset, something that must produce a return. Most people, however, consume time the way they consume entertainment, endlessly, carelessly, and without reflection. Imagine this: you wake up, scroll through your phone, watch random videos, complain about work, and go to bed tired. The day disappears, and nothing changes. You think it's just a normal day, but multiply that by 365, and you've traded a year of your life for nothing. Meanwhile, the wealthy live by a different clock. They ask questions like, how can this hour move me closer to freedom? What can I build today that will keep paying me tomorrow? That single shift, from spending time to investing it, changes everything. 2. The poor trade time for money. The rich trade money for time. This is one of the most powerful mindset shifts of all. Most people are taught to earn money by giving their time. You work 8 hours. You get paid for 8 hours. But there's a hidden trap. When your income depends on time, your income has a ceiling. The rich understand this, and they refuse to be trapped. They build systems, teams, and investments that earn even while they sleep. They don't just work in the system, they work on the system. A poor mindset says, I'll do it myself to save money. A rich mindset says, I'll pay someone so I can save time. The poor try to protect money. The rich protect time. Because money can be lost and made again, but lost time never returns. Every hour you spend doing something someone else could do for $10 is an hour you lose building something worth $10,000. That's why the rich delegate, automate, and prioritize. Not because they're lazy, but because they understand leverage. Leverage is what happens when systems, tools, and people multiply the effect of your effort. It's how 1 hour of your work can create 10 hours of results. Time freedom isn't about quitting work. It's about building something once that continues to give back. Passive income, digital assets, businesses, or even powerful habits. When you understand this, you stop asking, how much will this cost me? And start asking, how much time will this buy me? 3. The hidden cost of wasted time. Here's the harsh truth. Every second you waste in distraction, someone else is using theirs to get ahead. You might not notice the difference day to day, but over years it becomes massive. It's the difference between those who rise and those who remain. Think of your time as a bank account that decreases every single day. You don't know your remaining balance, only that one day it will hit 0. So how do you spend it? Scrolling through social media? Arguing about things that don't matter? or building skills that compound for decades. The average person watches over 2 hours of TV every day. That's 30 days a year, an entire month gone. Now imagine what you could create if you invested that same time learning, planning, or building something that earns while you sleep. The truth is, most people aren't short on time. They are short on focus. They say they don't have time, but what they really mean is, I haven't decided what matters most. Focus is how the rich bend time. When you focus deeply, an hour becomes worth 10. When you're distracted, 10 hours barely achieve 1. That's why clarity is power. The rich guard their attention like treasure, because they know wherever focus goes, results grow. 4. The rich think in decades, not days. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day, but underestimate what they can do in 10 years. The poor mindset is short-term. How can I get rich fast? The rich mindset is long-term. How can I build something that lasts? This is why the rich are patient. They play the long game. They make decisions today that might not pay off for years, because they understand the power of compound growth. Compounding isn't just about money. It's about effort, learning, and relationships. Every small action, repeated daily, multiplies exponentially. Think of Warren Buffett. He didn't become a billionaire overnight. He invested early, let time do the work, and stayed consistent. That's how compounding works. Slow, quiet, but unstoppable. The poor chase instant gratification. New trends, get-rich schemes, quick bursts of dopamine. The rich delay gratification. They're willing to be misunderstood, bored, or invisible today for freedom tomorrow. They measure success not by how much they earn this month, but by how much control they gain over their time in the future. That's why time is their scoreboard. Not luxury, not applause. 5. Owning time means owning life. What does it mean to be truly wealthy? It's not about having millions in the bank. It's about waking up and deciding how you'll spend your day. If you still have to ask for permission to take a break, you don't own your time. And if you don't own your time, you don't own your life. The rich design their lives around freedom. Freedom to create, to rest, to explore, to give back. That's why they obsess over building systems that work for them. They'd rather spend 10 years building a business that gives them freedom for the next 30 than spend 30 years in a job that only gives them weekends. Ask yourself, are you living by your schedule or someone else's? Do you wake up because you want to or because you have to? Freedom begins when you stop trading hours for survival and start trading effort for impact. And impact begins with ownership of your mindset, your focus, and your time. Number 6, the wealth of time. Awareness. Time awareness is a skill, the ability to see not just what you're doing, but what it's costing you in opportunity. Most people waste time because they never measure it. They drift through their days reacting to everything, controlled by notifications and other people's priorities. The rich plan their days the way investors manage portfolios. Every hour has a purpose: creation, rest, learning, connection, reflection. They schedule what's important before what's urgent. And perhaps most importantly, they make room for stillness, because clarity doesn't come from movement, it comes from reflection. The rich know when to slow down, to think, to ask, is what I'm doing right now moving me toward my vision? That single question can save years of wasted effort. Time awareness also means knowing your peak hours, when your mind is sharpest. The rich align their most valuable work with their best energy. The poor waste their best energy on distractions and give their leftover hours to their dreams. If you ever feel like you're working hard but not moving forward, you don't need more effort. You need better timing. 7. Building a time-rich life. So how can you start thinking like the rich today? Step 1. Audit your time. Track how you spend your hours for 1 week. You'll be shocked by how much slips away unnoticed. Awareness is the first step toward control. Step 2. Eliminate time leaks. Say no to what doesn't serve your future. The rich understand that saying yes to everything means saying no to excellence. Step 3. Build assets, not activities. Every day, do one thing that builds something that lasts. A skill, a piece of content, a product, a connection. You can't control the hours you're given, but you can control what those hours create. Step 4. Create rituals of renewal. Rest isn't wasted time. It's how you sharpen your edge. The rich don't just work hard, they recover hard. They protect sleep, exercise, and quiet thinking time because those are investments in clarity and performance. Step 5. Learn to say no. The poor chase everything. The rich choose a few things that matter deeply. Focus turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. In the end, a time-rich life is about balance, not burnout. It's about using your hours with intention, not just intensity. 8. The emotional core, time and meaning. There's a deeper layer to all of this. Beyond strategy or success, it's about meaning. Time reminds us that life is fragile. Every tick of the clock is one less we'll ever have. The rich don't run from that truth. They face it. Because when you remember that time is limited, you stop wasting it on things that don't matter. You stop chasing validation. You stop comparing. You stop living for approval. And instead, you start building something that outlives you. A legacy of value, purpose, and contribution. That's the ultimate wealth. Not just the money you make, but the impact you leave behind. So, when you wake up tomorrow, ask yourself one question. If today were my last day, would I be proud of how I'm spending it? If the answer is no, then you know what needs to change. Finally, remember this. Time is the currency of your destiny. You're either investing it to build your freedom or spending it to maintain your limits. The rich aren't just rich because of what they earn. They're rich because they think differently about time. They see every minute as a seed, and they plan it with intention. You don't need to be born wealthy to live this way. You just need to start valuing your time as if your life depends on it, because it does. Don't wait for someday. Start now. Build now. Because the difference between the life you dream of and the life you live is what you do with the next hour.